I am very excited about this conversation. We need to have it. The man who famously coined the phrase, "It's the economy, stupid," has an idea for a new unifying message for Democrats to run on in 2026. Quote, "We demand a repeal. A repeal of Mr. Trump's spending law is the one word that should redefine the midterms. Every Democrat can run on it with outrage directed not at the president or a person, but at this disastrous bill." The man himself, Democratic strategy superstar James Carville, who helped elect former President Bill Clinton in the early 1990s, joins us now. James, it is always a pleasure to see you. So teach us. We demand a repeal. Explain it to us. So why is this going to work?
Well, it's going to work because it's one thing that unifies every Democrat. Okay, we have divisions and fissures in the party. Some of them generational, some of them ideological, maybe some of them even regional. But going into the 2026 off-year elections, every Democrat, no matter who you are, you're opposed to this horrible bill. And every day that we see something, we see something that is even more horrible than we thought before. I mean, Senator Klobuchar had a brilliant piece in the Post today where they're actually paying states to be inefficient. I mean, and we're going to go through that. And it unifies every part of the party. It is horrendously unpopular with independents. It's a golden opportunity to take this and win an election without having to really break a sweat.
Easier said than done. You also say that Democrats are steamrolling towards a civil war. What is that going to look like, and who do you think is going to come out a winner? Because that's messy.
Well, a healthy political party has to continue to redefine itself on certain lines. And I mean, you obviously have, when we run in 2028, and the field is going to be gigantic, and I think that's a good thing. And I think every kind of wing or part of the party will have representation, and we'll do what we should do. We'll let Democratic voters flush out the direction they want their party to go in. I don't think that by me saying that it's going to be a contentious and multi-candidate field, I think that is a sign of a party that can really be healthy going forward. But it's up to Democratic voters. They're going to be the person that's going to, it's not going to be political consultants or host of cable news shows or columnists or anything else. It's going to be Democratic voters that are going to decide this.
Well, you say that Democrats are leaderless. Do you see anyone out there right now that could be the one to bring together and lead the party day one?
Probably 10 different people, honestly. But any party, a political party without a presidential campaign is by definition leaderless. There is no leader of the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party last leader that they anointed was Vice President Harris. She lost the election, so she doesn't hold any power, any office. I'm not concerned that we don't have a leader. I don't think there's any way we could. But the really cool thing and the thing to be excited about is Democrats are going to have a chance to pick their own leader. And we're going to have some really vibrant debates in our primaries, and I think that's a good, healthy thing. I think we should have that. And there's just so much talent, Stephanie, in this party right now. I can't wait to get them all on the playing field so people can see them.
Well, here's what's interesting. You've got the likes of Mamdani, AOC, Bernie Sanders, right? They bring the crowds.
Right.
They bring the enthusiasm. But where do they fall within the big party?
Well, that's a good question, right? They do bring a lot of enthusiasm, but you're not going to win this thing on crowds. You're going to win it on votes. I mean, crowds is an indication of something. Some people can raise money. They have different kind of skills. But there will be a representative, I'm positive, from that wing of the party. There'll also be representatives from what I would call the governance wing. There'll probably be 5 or 6 from that. And so we'll see going forward. But I'm not afraid of this debate. I'm not afraid of it at all. And I think the country's about 2028 is going to be ready to get on with the future. I really do. And I'm very excited to see what we got coming up ahead. I'm not at all distraught about this, anything like that. It's going to happen, and it's going to be a good thing. Our voters have to weigh in and guide the direction they want this party to go in.